What's going on, guys? It's Kyle. Welcome to the Stock Goat YouTube channel. In today's video, we're going to be covering the stock market today after Jerome Powell speaks. And we all know that when Jerome Powell speaks, growth stocks, they sell off very, very aggressively, having nothing to do with company fundamentals. They just continue to sell off. This could be a lot of different factors. This could be retail selling out. This could be big money hedge funds shorting on top of retail, selling out during these speeches. But today is definitely a great buying opportunity, which, if you did not buy anything today, it could be a great time to buy in the morning or this week in general. So we're going to be taking a look at different things to look for in the stock market, companies that are in great buying zones right now. And most importantly, trying to keep everybody confident because the inflation headlines will pass eventually and the great companies will come back stronger than ever. And if only you feel this video gives you a better insight on the stock market or the direction it's headed, be sure to subscribe to the channel. I'll be keeping you updated daily with all the growth stocks and spec plays. There's going to be a lot of great information coming out and you don't want to miss it. Let's get into the video. So what this page shows here is exactly what's been happening the entire 2021. As you can see, on the nastiest days possible, the S&P 500 continues to turn green. The Dow Jones continues to turn green. The Nasdaq almost finished green. And the Russell 2000, guys, this is the key right here. These are the stocks retail investors are in. And as you can see, these just keep getting absolutely crushed, all of these growth stocks. And the truth is, the big money, the institutional investors, they're not really, buying these up. As you can see, they are shorting these. They are playing it safe, skyrocketing the S&P 500 to all-time highs. And you keep hearing these headlines about a stock market crash. So what is a stock market crash exactly? Well, a stock market crash applies to declines of over 10% inside of an index. So anywhere from a 10 to 15%, pullback in the S&P 500 will be considered a stock market crash. And you're probably thinking to yourself, why don't I get any headlines on my portfolio and the stocks that I'm in? Guys, these stocks have literally crashed like 50, 60, 70%. All of these different growth stocks. So this has already happened in these early stage SPACs, these new growth stocks popping up. There's already been a 5 times larger crash. I mean, I'm talking amazing companies, not decent companies, amazing companies with crazy growth. This is just what's happening in the market. The big money, the hedge funds, they're protecting themselves. They're all going into those S&P 500 stocks for solid continuous gains. But I'm telling you, they're going to have their time where those stocks pull back aggressively as well inside of that S&P 500. So of course we look at bar charts, and this is going to give you the percentage changes of the day, and it was absolutely crazy today, guys. As you can see, Upwork, was 17% down, AMC 17%, Virgin Galactic 13%, CCIV 8%, and tons of stocks in the 6 and 7s. I mean, Lordstown, Workhorse, Li Auto, Fubu TV. So all of these companies, in my opinion, are not great buys. Like, just looking at all of these companies right here, guys, I could tell you there's only like 1 or 2 that I like. So I do truly believe that retail investors are not buying the absolute best stocks. They're not looking at fundamentals. They're not looking at the revenue, the growth, the year-over-year growth. A lot of these things are, the reason why stocks are dropping, 10% day after day after day. You have to really analyze these stocks because there's going to be some stocks in here that, hedge funds and big money are slowly buying up and loading up. But the truth is, a lot of these are not getting bought up by, the big money, because your stock to grow over time, accelerating to 1000% gains over the years, it's not going to come from just retail. The reason why is retail only makes up 20% of the market. So you have to have that other 80% of, money managers, institutional investors. They have to be buying your stock to see those gains for 5, 10 years. It has to be a company that has proven fundamentals. And the truth is, a lot of these are just going to bounce back and forth for years and years and years. And that is the truth. Some of these will never make it off their price ranges right now. That's just the truth, guys. So you have to look at companies fundamentals. A lot of people are just buying because of bad market tactics like small floats. This stock's the most shorted. You don't want to be doing that. If you want to be a long-term investor, you don't want to be going after those things, because usually a company that's being heavily shorted, 9 times out of 10 is being shorted for a really good reason, but sometimes it is to bring the stock down if it has quality fundamentals. So there's just a lot of things to look for. So we're going to go through these and see what are really good buys right now. So right now, I'm going to scroll down until I find a really good company. So we'll start right here with Fubo TV. And guys, Fubo TV is actually a really good stock. When you looked at their last earnings report, they reported over 100% year over year growth. And on top of that, the valuation right now is very reasonable to their 2021 revenue. You got to look at these things. I think it's trading at like 5 times sales or something like that, which is incredible. So this stock has pulled back ridiculously. I think it was at like $50, and there you go. That's a 50% discount from all-time highs. So this one is moving very quickly. Another one, ChargePoint Holdings. They have growth, like I believe near 40 to 50% year over year growth, guys. And this company has pulled back once again, I believe from $50 high. So both of these, are 50% pullbacks. And guys, these are market crashes basically, if you think about it. So these are two out of like 30, 40 stocks that I could consider really good buys right now. Skills, this is a really good company. Their year over year growth is like 60%. They have really good revenue, near 400 million coming in this year. This stock has pulled back like crazy. They have a really good business model, how to acquire customers. EO is also a really good company. They have like back to back 100% year over year growth, and this company is just getting started because they're coming out of the chip shortage situation, guys. So they are definitely, pulled back from all-time highs of nearly $67. They're at 42 bucks. Palantir is a really good company. Palantir is a really good company as well. They have like 30% year over year growth, which is very solid. This is a little extended as far as valuation because the market cap is like, around 30-40 billion dollars, I believe. But this company does have year over year growth to sustain, its market valuation growing over time. Xpeng is definitely one of the top 3 players in China, just like Neo. They just hit a all-time sales record, over like 7,000 units. This company has great year over year growth. I think it's like 300-400% if we go to last year. So they're doing very solid as well. Open Door Technologies is one of my favorites, guys. I believe this is going to be a market disruptor in the real estate market, and they're going to, really put the hurting on real estate agents because they make everything so fast and easy with their iBuying. So a lot of good buys right now, and a lot of these other ones, are holding up pretty solid. But as you can see, I mean, this is absolutely ridiculous, guys. You have to really look at each and every company to see where the buying opportunities are. And once again, you want to go off of those, experts buy ratings, guys. These are going to keep you from getting burnt. And as we can see, Fubu TV has 6 buy ratings out of 7 analysts. This is really good coverage. 50% upside right now. The reason why is because of the fundamentals, guys. This company has great fundamentals. ChargePoint Holdings, 5 buy ratings, 0 sells, 0 holds, 50% upside, guys. These are what the experts are saying. They're seeing the same thing I'm seeing. You got to make sure you're buying the right companies. Skill Stock has 3 buys, 2 holds, 0 sells, 55% upside from its price range right now. All of these stocks have significant Wall Street coverage, guys, on buy ratings. Crazy upside right now. These are the ones you need to be buying immediately. Neo, 50% upside. All of these have pretty much the same upside, guys. 9 buys, 0 sells. Listen to the experts. Don't worry about the day-to-day price movement of the stock because these sell-offs are not justifiable. There's no bad news at all coming out on these companies. It's a buying opportunity right now. and it's just perfect as far as it's just perfect opportunity if you want to go long on these stocks. These are going to be some of the lowest prices you're going to possibly see, for 2021. Open Door Technologies now has 84% upside of its price range right now. Do you see this, guys, right now? 84% upside. This is absolutely wonderful. And they just dropped their earnings date. The earnings are going to be happening next month. This is perfect time to be buying because I believe their earnings report is going to be very solid, along with every single company that I've mentioned today. I believe all of them are going to have spectacular earnings, going into Q2. Guys, if we look at the leaders for the day, and it's very minimal of green today, but I want you to see, guys, what companies are really going green. And these companies are what Wall Street is buying, for protection and coverage. They're not looking for spectacular, growth gains like all those stocks I just mentioned. They're looking for safety coverage. And if you look, there was a couple over 5%, but look, as we can see here, Wells Fargo, Coca-Cola. Guys, these companies haven't moved in years and years and years. Apple, of course, with a 2% gain. Okay, this is a safety coverage stock, but their market cap is heading towards $3 trillion right now. It's the faster that stock moves up with their billions and billions of shares, it's getting pretty expensive very quickly. Visa, this is another 30, 40-year-old company. So as you can see, 1%, 2%, and 3% gains. You can see what the big money is buying. Oracle, this is up 1%. These are not stocks that retail are buying. PepsiCo, CVS. So all of these stocks, are being safety coverage right now inside of the market. But I'm telling you, that S&P 500 is up for a huge correction. Stock market corrections consist of, 10 to 15%, and that's just the truth. If your stock has already pulled back 50, 60%, it's time to be chipping away now, because these growth stocks that I mentioned, I'm not just gambling on these companies. I'm not just, placing bets. These companies have proven fundamentals. Every stock that I mentioned, they have proven fundamentals. So before you purchase these stocks, be sure to look at their investor presentations, look at their earnings reports, and you will see why these Wall Street analysts have such high price target coverage. These are the ones that I see big money loading up on heavy, and that is why all of those stocks, like a lot of other Spac stocks, they have not reached those 5, 6, 7, $8 price ranges. And the truth is, if a stock is going down, to those 5, 6, 7, $8 range, when the Spac stock bottom was 10. The truth is, it may not be a high quality, stock that, these big money investors may not go long on. So you have to really understand that, guys, inside of the market. A lot of these stocks sitting at 5, 6, 7, $8, there could be a reason that they're there. The growth may not be there, it may be an early time. So all of those stocks I'm mentioning are legit companies. All of those stocks could have actually IPO'd, to tell you the truth. So do your research, do your due diligence, guys. Those are great buying opportunities today inside of the market. There's a lot of opportunity once again, and only if you feel this video gave you a better insight on the stock market. Be sure to subscribe to the channel. I'll be keeping you updated daily with all the growth stocks and spec plays. There's going to be a lot of great information coming out. You don't want to miss it. I hope you have a great day.